Last class, just recapping, we had introduced ourselves, gotten introduced to um, sequences or lists or series or progressions. And we saw a few types of, we just saw these like 5 different series and we try to figure out the next 2 terms. This was a simple exercise. And we saw that, okay, this type of writing numbers one after the other, we can call it a list, we can call it a sequence, we can call it a series. A lot of words we try to put in that place. And we also understood one thing, that how are we guessing the next 2 terms? That's by finding some rule which works for whatever numbers are given on the screen for us, on the question list already for us. Based on that, based on these 5, we're finding the next 2. And we did that for all of this. And then we moved on to a particular, we went on and learned a particular type of series or a sequence or a particular type of progression, and that is arithmetic progression. And we saw the definition, we saw a couple of examples. We saw that in our list, in the 5 lists we had worked before, examples 1 and 5 were arithmetic progressions. And what are arithmetic progressions? Just recapping that quickly. I want everyone to read the definition along with me in your minds. An arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term, that brings us to what is a term. And we saw, okay, a term is each individual number in a list. Okay, in this context, each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the previous term. Okay, so every time to get this one, you have to add 3 to the previous one. To get this one, you have to add 3 to the previous one. To get this one, you have to add 3 to the previous one again. Yeah, so fixed number you're adding every time, then it will become then it is called an arithmetic progression. Otherwise, it is not called an arithmetic progression. It may be some other progression. There are other progressions. I mentioned a couple of names last time: geometric progressions, harmonic progressions. There are different ways these patterns can come, but we are only going to be dealing with one particular type of pattern in one particular type of series or sequence in our uh, in 10th class, and that is arithmetic progressions or arithmetic sequences. Yeah, and not right now, Riza. Okay, and then we went on to see a couple of examples. We saw these 3 examples. Yeah, fixed number added to the next term is called common difference. Okay, all right. So now we are here, and we're going to just, at the beginning of this class, I just want to take some time to establish a few, like, like we did nomenclature. No, when we would study geometry, or whenever we start a new chapter, each chapter has some of its language, right? In maths, each chapter, I think in every subject, every scientific subject, each subject has its own language. Like that, each chapter in maths also has its own language. And this is some simple stuff which we want to get out of the way first, so that going forward, we are not confused what we mean by this variable, that variable, and so on. Yeah. So let us write, like, these are the important things here. Okay. So the first thing is first term. Okay. First term, it's absolutely clear what it means, right? So first term is denoted by, okay, denoted by A. Okay, this is a common symbol or a convention. It's not compulsory, obviously, but we are going to use that because it is how it is denoted in all of like all our books. Yeah, first term is denoted by A. Second term, how do you think second term would be denoted? It's just like you write A and then you write 2 below, because if you write 2 above, it will become square, right? That's not what you want. We write A2. Okay, just like sometimes in, yeah, Manish, Mansa, good thing you said. Like Mansa said B, that was a good guess, Mansa. But then after 26 terms, we will go out of terms, and these series progressions can keep on going, right, to infinity. So then what you start again A1, A2. So what we do is A, A2, A3 and so on. Okay. So the third term will be A3. That's all. Okay. So just to why am I doing this? Because what's important is the nth term. Okay. This is something which we will talk about a lot going forward, probably today or tomorrow. And it's A and down we'll write N. Okay. We good with this, guys? Whatever in place of N you can write, whichever number cut term it is there. So that's right. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if this is good. This is just like a way of denoting. Okay. So I'll come to that in a bit. Yeah. Then there comes the word common difference, and this we already saw. That fixed number which you are adding every time is common difference, and common difference is denoted by the letter D. Okay. Common difference is denoted by the letter D. So, okay, so if we are saying nth term, can someone tell me kth term? If someone tells kth term, how will you denote that? Kth term, how you do? Manasa, go ahead.
AK, sir.
AK, okay. K should be written small and below, okay. See, right side below you have to write, and you have to write it in small, like smaller than A, okay. Right, good, Mansa, thank you. So that's all right. If someone tells you K plus 1th term, how will you write this? Tell me, G.
Sir, AK plus 1.
At the bottom, but it's so you write K plus 1 here, okay.
Yes.
And if you're thinking that there might be confusion, you put it in a bracket, okay. If you think that this one and all, you will end up writing big like this, you will write, see this will be different from AK plus 1, right? This will be the kth term plus 1. So suppose we have the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on, okay. A4 plus 1 and A of 4 plus 1 will be different things. Can someone tell me what this will be? What does this mean? Can someone tell me? Mansa?
Sir, 1 is added to the K, sir, only K.
Okay, so what does it become?
So it will become A, down it will be 5, sir.
Very good. And what A5 will be for this particular sequence? What A5 will be for this particular sequence?
Three.
Think for a minute and tell me, what is the first term, Mansa?
3.
For this sequence, what is the first term?
3.
What is the second term?
5.
What is the third term?
7.
What is the fourth term?
9.
What is
9.
the fifth term?
So it will be 9 and down 5.
How you are getting each term, ma? What you are doing to get the next term?
Sir, it will be 11, sir.
11. And can I say A5 will be 11? Mansa?
Sir, how, sir?
Oh, okay. We'll come to that. Anyhow, but okay. I understand the confusion. We'll just clarify that in a bit. Okay. Let's keep that aside for a minute. Okay. But let's just understand this, that this thing, which is AK plus 1, is going to be different from A of K plus 1 below. Okay. That's why, to avoid the confusion, I will suggest that you put this in a bracket if you want. Okay. Not necessary. Like when it's printed, it's very clear, but sometimes our handwriting makes that fault. Okay. Now, once I'll come, let's clarify your doubt here. Okay. Now, first thing, okay, suppose let's take this. It's the same thing. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, sorry, 11, and so on. Okay. Now, what is A here, Mansa?
First term, sir, 3.
Tell me, what is it equal to?
3, sir.
3, right? What is A2 equal to?
5, sir.
What is A3 equal to?
7.
What is A4 equal to?
9.
What is A5 equal to?
11, sir.
Now, do you get what A4 plus 1 meant?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Guys, how are we feeling about this small discussion just now? A4 plus 1 is basically A5. Give me a fist to 5 in the chat box about this. Give me a fist to 5 in the chat box about this, please, quickly. No, Dinesh, we will not use B instead of A because it's how it's in the chapter, and I'll not be the only person correcting your papers, right? Anyone has a doubt about this discussion which we just had with Mansa, which me and Mansa just had? Anyone has any confusion here? Yes, Dikshit, K in subscript is the right way of saying it. Subscript, perfectly said actually, Dikshit. Thank you for bringing that vocabulary for us. Yes, you're right. Guys, is there too much noise from my side? Are you feeling like there is a lot of background noise? Or
No, sir.
we are good? We are clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what A4 plus 1 is. Can someone tell me what A3 plus 2 is for this only? Can someone tell me that? A3 plus 2 is how much? Go ahead, Manisha.
Sir, 11.
11 only. Why? What is this actually?
Sir, that will become A5.
It will become A5. That is the fifth term only. Yeah. We good, right? All right. So just said this because this is some vocabulary we need to be very good, and this is not something we want to get confused in between class. Okay. Now, just to clarify, Mansa, what will be this one? Can you try? A4 plus 1. What will be here? Plus 1 is not part of subscript. It's A4 plus 1.
Sir, it will be 9 plus 1.
Perfect, Mansa. Perfect. A4 plus 1 is equal to 9 plus 1. That is equal to 10. Okay. This is different from this. Okay. And let's write this down actually. A of 4 plus 1 in the subscript is equal to A5 basically. That's equal to 11. Okay. These are two different things just for showing that we're doing this. Okay. And obviously, what is D for this term? For this AP? What is D? Anyone raise your hands and tell me what is the D for this AP? Common difference for this AP. Someone other than G and Manisha, maybe Deepak, if you could answer this.
2, sir.
2. And why are you saying 2?
Sir, because if we add 3 to 2, sir, we'll get 5. 5 to 2 will get 7.
Perfect. So the fixed number which we are adding every time is 2. Every time we are adding 2, we are getting the next term. Every time we are adding 2, we are getting the next term. That's why common difference is 2 here. Yeah. So I want you to take down this, whatever we have written on the board so far. Yeah. And also take down this 2 things. Like these are 2 different things, right? This is an important understanding we should have. Yeah. We can write it like this. A4 plus 1 equal to 9 plus 1 equal to 10, and just below that you write A small 4 plus 1. Make sure your subscripts are very, very clear. It should not be confusing to the person who is reading your paper. It should not be like, okay, if plus 1 is there, is it subscript or is it in the superscript? Please make sure it's very clear. Okay. What is A minus 2? Dinesh, can you unmute and ask your question? Not sure I'm understanding that.
Sir, that subscript is if it is negative, sir, then
If the subscript is negative. Okay, good question, Dinesh. Yeah, we can try to figure that out, obviously, and we will get an answer mathematically, right? But in our chapter, we are not going to have negative like subscripts. Okay. Obviously, me and you can figure it out. You're right. Like you only want to take a guess, like 2 steps back you're going, right? So what will come here? We can figure it out, right? This will be 0 and this will be minus 3, right?
Okay.
But that's something me and you are agreeing with, but we don't have anything like this in this chapter. Okay.
Okay.
In 10th grade level, and I don't know if later also, like it's an arithmetic progression, it has to have a starting place and then we start the progression. So I don't think there is anything like a negative term. Okay. Like the term itself can be negative. Like I can start, my AP can have minus terms in there. Okay. -5, -10, -15. This is also an AP. Every time I'm adding -5. Correct. This is also an AP. But this is not going to be the case. Okay. You get the difference, Dinesh? Hello,
Yeah,
Dinesh,
sir.
can you please confirm?
Sir, also, sir, if it is
Hmm.
in like fraction, sir.
Good question, Dinesh. Again, me and you can think of a way to make that work, but it's not going to be in our chapter. Yeah, we are going to have whole, like not even whole, natural. We were counting the terms, right? So it's first term, second term, third term, and so on. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
that makes sense.
Okay, sir.
It's like
Yeah, sir.
counting. So only natural numbers index wala term will be there. Yeah. But obviously, if me and you wanted to do it, we could do that. We could write a paper on that as mathematicians. Maybe someone would have written also. We can look at things that way. But that's not going to be a part of our chapter. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, Dikshit, I had made that mistake. It was not 0 and -3. It was 1 and -1. You are right, Dikshit. Yeah. Correct. You're right, Dikshit. My bad. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. All right. So we're going ahead now. So we have got the meaning of the words first term, second term, nth term. We've also got the meaning of the word common difference. Yeah. And there's another thing when we were writing here, right? There is another word which I'd like you to write. It's called last term. Okay. Last term L. This is also a common symbol. Yeah, last term L. Now last term may or may not be there. Okay, now this is an important thing which I'll tell you right now. So it's right, just write down last term, and it's also just wherever you made this list. And in this case, you can write there is no last term. Okay. Now what does this mean? Okay. I'm going to give you two examples. Okay. In this AP. I'm going to give you two examples here. Okay. Now this is basically arithmetic progressions or any sequence for that matter. Okay, not just arithmetic, any kind of sequence, any kind of list for that matter can be divided into two broad types. Okay, so any sequence or all sequences basically can be divided into two broad types. And what are these two broad types? So I'm just going to do as AP only. There is finite AP or finite sequences and infinite AP or infinite sequences. Okay, like obviously generally all sequences also, but particularly AP also can be divided into two types, finite and infinite. What do I mean by this? It's a very simple thing. Okay, everything else is same. Okay, Mansa, you want to take a crack? Go ahead.
Sir, finite AP is like the series will end at some point, sir.
Very good.
Infinite AP, it will not end, sir. There will be more terms.
Fantastic, Mansa. I really like, and for the previous one also I'm giving 5 and this and 5 for this. I really like how you're participating today. Perfectly right, Mansa. So just the same thing if I take, okay, if I'm going to take any AP, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, stop. Okay, I'm not putting ... Okay, it means the AP is ended. So here L is equal to 50, last term. Okay, so A5 is also L, but fifth term and last term is the same thing here. But what is L? There is a last term. There is a last term that's equal to 50. Okay, the AP ends at 50. Okay, there is no term after that. Okay, in same thing I can write 10, 20, 30, 40. You write 50 or just put 3 dots you should put, okay? Don't put more than 3 dots. Don't put less than 3 dots also. 3 dots, make that a habit right now. Don't, some of you will do like this. Please, no need of that, okay? One dot is confusing because it can be a full stop. 2 dots is little confusing because did 1 dot come by mistake? But 3 dots is good enough, okay? More than 3 is not needed, yeah? So what does this mean? Here, there is no last term, okay? There is no last term. If I ask you what is the 100th term of this AP, you will find. If I ask you 999th term, you will find. If I ask you 1 millionth term, you will find, because some number will be there which will be in that position in this AP. It will keep on going, it will go on, there will be 50, there will be 60, there will be 70, there will be 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. All of that will keep on going, yeah? It's not going to stop. That's what the dot, dot, dot symbolizes, okay? That is going to continue till infinity. That is, the AP has no ending. Go ahead, Deepak.
So then how to know which one is infinite and which one is
Which, this is what tells you, Deepak?
okay, sir.
The dots, right? Here I'm not going to put that dot, because if I put that dot, it means it's going to continue. Okay. If you can put a single dot if it's at the end of a sentence, but otherwise you don't put a dot. Okay, don't put 3 dots. Yeah, 3 dots means it is infinite. Okay, it's going to not, it does not mean exactly 3 dots. And if you put 10, there is not going to be a problem, but don't waste your time in that. 3 and you stop. Okay, this is what symbolizes that actually the AP is going on and on forever. Yeah, that's the, take this down please quickly, guys. 2 types of AP, finite AP and infinite AP, and what is the difference? This is the same, this is actually the same logic for any kind of progression, okay? But we are learning arithmetic progression, so I'm using this terminology to say that. Because I'll give you a minute. Take this down. Thank you, Riza. Others, are you done? I'll move ahead in 10 seconds. All right, moving ahead, guys. So now I want to put a side heading as general form of an AP. General form of an AP. Okay, this is a simple thing. It might be asked, might not be asked. I don't know. Like, it's a very simple 1 minute thing to just cover. Okay. Good question, Dinesh. Actually, just before we go to general form, Dinesh, can you put that question in the chat box for everyone, please? Let's actually put that question in the chat box for everyone. Beautiful, beautiful question, Dinesh. I want to give you 5 points for this question. Actually 10, because I missed that thing. Okay. Yes. So Dinesh is asking, guys, please pay attention to what Dinesh has written and tell me, what do you think? Yes or no? Dinesh is asking, so there is a doubt. If I have 2, 6, 4, 8, dot, 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 and then I am writing 10,000 here. Okay. Is this finite? Or he's writing 1000 or whatever you write. Okay. Is this finite or infinite? That's Dinesh's question. Yeah, finite or infinite? I want you to write in the chat box, everyone. Right, I think this was very important. Yes, I think we are all good. Yes, you're all right, and I really like how Dikshit has given the reason that it is finite because there is a last term. But really, thank you so much, Dinesh, for bringing this back to us, because I think I had missed that. So write another example under finite: 2, 6, 8. Sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8. Go ahead, Dikshit.
Sir, even if you write how Dinesh wrote, sir, we should still put only 3 dots, right, in between.
Yeah, not more than 4, Dikshit, because this is just something which I am saying you, because it's not some mandatory thing, okay, Dikshit, but definitely more than 2 dots, okay. But if you put 10 dots, you're wasting time there. You start enjoying it, you start making circles. I know some people who do that in this class. Okay, so for all those reasons is why I'm saying 3 dots, okay, not for any other reason. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Right, and yeah, 3-4 dots maximum, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं. Thank you, Dinesh, for bringing this to us, and we're going to move ahead. Okay, so this has an ending, so here also you can write here L is equal to 1000. Okay, this is the more important thing. Thank you, Dinesh. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do the general form of an AP. Okay, general form of an AP, side heading. All right, now how do we, what is the general form? Okay, actually just let's look at this for a minute. Okay, first term is what, like how do we write it in variables? We write a, always will write a. Okay, how you will find the second term, and suppose the common difference is b, d. Okay, we can write like this: let first term be equal to a and common difference be equal to a, d. This is d, one is a, sorry. Okay, now tell me how you will find, so if we have to write an AP, okay, so how you will find the second term? How you'll find the second term? Thank you, MG, you're absolutely right. Dinesh, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the second term will be a plus d, correct? Or basically a2 will be a plus d. A3 will be what? Anyone? How you'll find it? Go ahead, Mansa.
A2 plus D.
A2 plus d, correct. But can you try to avoid using A2? Okay. Can you try to use only A and D and tell me?
Sir, it will be A plus D to the power 2, sir.
To the power 2. You're multiplying d into d.
A plus D plus D, sir.
A plus D plus D. Okay. That's how much? Can you write it properly now?
A plus 2D.
A plus 2D. Perfect, Mansa. Can you tell me A4 will be how much? Fourth term will be how much? Mansa, continue.
A plus 3D, sir.
A plus 3D. Fifth term will be how much?
A plus 4D.
A plus 4D. Perfect. Okay. So, and so on and so forth. Okay. We can continue doing like that, going like that. Yeah. So now what's 2A plus B? What you're writing, Dinesh? Guys, can I get a quick check if you're clear with what Mansa wrote in Mansa and I discussed on board right now? Chat box fist to 5, please. So what we're doing, what we're trying to write a general form. Okay, we're trying to write this in the ways of a, like a, like variables only, right? General form. Any A, any D that you have, we can say that this is going to happen, right? This is going to happen, whatever the first term is and whatever your common difference is. So the general form is given like this, okay? The general form of an AP is given like A, comma, it's a list, no? It's a sequence we are writing after putting comma. So in place of A2, what I can write? I can write A plus D, comma. Next, I can write A plus 2D, comma, A plus 3D, comma, and so on. Okay, that is the general form of an AP. Can you please take this down? Whatever we have written on the board. Yeah. Basically, whatever A, suppose this is 3, this is 5, this is 7, this is 9. No problem. What is 3? A is 3. D is 2. So A plus D, 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 into 2. 3 plus 3 into 2. And you're getting 9. Yeah, you see, that's what is the general form of an AP. I want to take this down. Now, can you tell me, okay, now as you're taking this down, I want you to think and tell me, okay. So we have written how to find second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. Can you tell me, by seeing, is there some pattern emerging in this, think of what will the next thing be? So there's some pattern emerging in the numbers. And can you tell me how you can, yeah, is there some pattern emerging there? Anyone, if you're seeing some pattern, think of A6 also. What will it be? It will be like A plus 5D. Yeah, basically it is what previous term, that is A5 plus D. That is what A plus 4D plus D, that is A plus 5D. Okay, is there some pattern emerging here? I would like to ask you guys. Again, Mansa, let's wait, see if someone else has a thought today. I really like your participation, Mansa, but I'm just going to give someone else a chance now. If there is anyone else who is observing things, otherwise we'll go to Mansa. Manisha has also spoken. We'll wait. We'll probably, I'm looking for Dilruba or MG. No, MG has responded in chat, or Nishchay speak. Asgar also. Yeah. Like one of you guys to speak. Or just what you're observing. Definitely MG, very perfectly written. I'm going to give you 5 points in the beginning only. We're waiting for someone else to observe, to see if there is some pattern coming here. A3 is A plus 2D. A2 is A plus 1D. A4 is A plus 3D. A5 is A plus 4D. Okay. Moving ahead, in the interest of time, I'm going to Mansa, but a little disappointed that Asgar, Deepak, Asgar, Bindu, not Deepak, Dilruba, Nishchay are not that participating right now. So little disappointed there. Shri Priya, same goes for you too. Go ahead, Mansa.
Sir, it was just a guess, sir.
No, go ahead, no problem. Take a guess.
Sir, A2 equals to A plus D, no, sir. So, D, 2 minus 1 is 1D, sir. And A3 equals to A plus 2D, no, sir. 3 minus 1 is 2D. So, we are subtracting the 3 minus 1, sir. 4 minus 1, 5 minus 1.
Lovely, Mansa. Actually, Perfectly said. Have you read this chapter before? I'm just taking a
Not
guess.
yet, this is my first time.
Not really, okay, but it's perfect, Mansa, no doubt about this. And so this is, so if I tell you an, Mansa, actually I should give you 10. This deserves a 10. Okay. Hemant MG also wrote something interesting in chat. MG, can you put that for everyone? Basically, MG is saying, sir, if I have a 100, it will be a plus 99d. Okay. So 99 times you're adding the comment. That's what MG is saying. And that's absolutely right. And Mansa has made a generalization of that. And she's saying, sir, if I have any number here, n, okay, I can do a plus that number minus 1 into d. Okay. And this is our formula. Mansa has just seen the pattern and guessed our formula for the nth term of an AP. So this is the next heading, nth term of an AP. And this is what Mansa has given us. Thank you, Mansa. This is the formula for nth term of an AP. Just by looking at this pattern, we are concluding that, right? It's a plus n minus 1d. Yeah, it's just common sense, right? Like 3, then you're writing 3 plus 2, then you're writing 3 plus 2 plus 2, then you're writing 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, then you're writing 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's how you're forming the list, okay? Instead of putting commas, I'm writing it one below the other. Just want to pay attention here, okay? First term, A, or you can even say A1, okay? What is this? It's 3 plus 0, right? Forget that for a minute, okay? Leave this for a minute, okay? Why am I confusing you? So A2 you see here, okay? 2 is the common difference. 2 into this 2 which is there. What is basically 2 into 2 minus 1, okay? Leave that also. A3 you see, okay? Here we have what? 2 into 2, that is 2 plus 2 is what? 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is what? 2 into 3 minus 1, okay? This is what? 2 into 3, that is what? 2 into 4 minus 1, that's giving me A4. This is what? 5 times 2, 4 times 2. So 2 into 4, that's basically what? 2 into 5 minus 1. That's giving me A5. So this A5 I'm getting by doing common difference into 4 times, okay? Into 4 times, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'll give you just one more step. So I have the next one as 3 plus 2 into 2, sorry, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, then I'll get what? 3 plus 2 plus 13 I'll get, right? This is 3, this is 5, this is 7, this is 9, this is 11, this is 13. Okay, now in this one, what am I doing actually? From the first term, after that I'm adding 2 how many times? I'm adding 2 5 times, which is basically I'm multiplying 2 by 5 and adding that. 2 by 5 I'm multiplying and then I'm adding to 3. Okay, where this 5 is coming from? A6, this is giving me this 5, basically 2 into 6 minus 1. Yeah, just want to show Mansa's thought process in a little different way. Definitely, Manisha, that's okay. You can send me a private message also occasionally, sometimes if you're not getting the chance. Yeah. So now here I would like to get an understanding from you how you are feeling about Mansa's formula. Okay, let's call this Mansa's formula. How are you feeling about this? How to find the nth term? Someone is saying, sir, I know this much, 3 5 7 9 11 13 and so on. 100th term what will be? Can you find by using this formula? That's for that the formula is, okay? We will not keep on writing every step till 100. We can just use this formula and find the 100th term, and we'll do that in a bit, okay? But how are we feeling about Mansa's formula, about Mansa's derivation, and about what her thinking was? I think I explained in a worse way than how Mansa did, but like I explained in not such a good way as Mansa did. Mansa did much better. So Shripriya, waiting for a response from you. Guys, my internet is unstable. Give me a minute. Shripriya, are you in class? Can you let me know either in WhatsApp or in this?
Sir, sometimes
Huh? Okay, guys, is my voice back? Is my voice back? Can you guys hear me? Please confirm when you can hear me.